Hello everyone. Today, I'll tell you a very famous historical mythological tale called Journey to the West. Journey to the West, well known to many, is a story from the Ming Dynasty, with characters such as Tang Sanzang, Sun Wukong, and Zhu Beiji. These characters are very familiar to us and hold a special place in our hearts. I know, in telling you this tale, you might have watched the TV adaptation 2 or 3 times, or even read the novel. One might think, what's left to tell? Well, it's absolutely worth retelling. It'll be fun and suitable for you to listen repeatedly. Because of my childhood experiences in spiritual practice, especially Buddha Dharma, but also a bit of Taoist arts and skills, I know slightly more than the average person in these subjects. Many aspects of this story is worthy of learning and discussion. I believe that deepening your understanding of Journey to the West, and even gaining some insights into Buddhist and Taoist teachings, can be particularly beneficial. Now, let's begin with the story of Journey to the West. The story begins at a very special and unique period. The heavens, in its immense compassion and universal love, after hundreds of thousands, millions, and even billions of years of creation, gave birth to a vast world with the sun, moon, stars, and earth. There was a country in the east called Aulai. In Aulai, there was a mountain named Flower and Fruit Mountain. Atop this mountain, there was a large rock. The rock's shape was approximately round. After a countless number of years, this rock became spiritually awakened. For 2 or 3 days, it radiated a faint light and gradually seemed to emit heat. One day, the rock cracked and broke, and from it emerged a stone monkey. Said to be fathered by the heavens and mothered by the earth. This stone monkey, upon his arrival in this world, was seeing everything for the first time. He was curious and fascinated by everything. This world is so wonderful. He saw the beautiful apple trees with their red fruits, grapevines, stunning flowers, little bees, and beautiful butterflies. While taking in everything around him, a group of monkeys appeared. One of them asked, "Who are you?" The stone monkey replied, "I don't know who I am. What is this place?" "This is the south," they said, "and behind you is the north. Over there is the west." Looking up, the stone monkey asked, "What's above?" "That's the sky," they replied. "What's in the sky?" "There are immortals in the sky." "What kind of immortals are there?" "We don't know." None of the monkeys knew what immortals were in the sky. The stone monkey, curious about the celestial beings, gazed upwards, although he saw nothing. Meanwhile, the Jade Emperor, who is said to govern all celestial immortals in the heavens, was having tea in his garden, when suddenly 2 beams of golden light shot up from earth, startling him. "What is this?" he wondered. "What are these powerful beams of light?" He sent his Dharma guardians to investigate who was stirring up trouble. Shortly after, 2 mighty deities, Sharp Eye and Keen Ear reported back. Jade Emperor, it's nothing significant. Just a very curious monkey, birthed from a stone by heavenly and earthly forces. He was looking up at the sky. But his inner strength is very strong, as he was made by the heavens and earth. His eyes formed beams of light. He'll be okay after a couple days. Please continue enjoying your tea, my lord. The Jade Emperor, reassured, asked them to keep an eye on the monkey, noting his impressive abilities. Meanwhile, the stone monkey, in his relentless curiosity, was discovering the wonderful and strange world, surrounded by other monkeys who found him somewhat similar, but not entirely the same, seeing the stone monkey as one of their own. The monkeys led him to taste various fruits. Wow, so tasty. This world is so wonderful, and yet I arrived so late here. He was led to drink from a pure, sweet spring. He also bathed in the naturally formed spring. Under the guidance of the other monkeys, the stone monkey joyously explored every corner of Flower and Fruit Mountain. One day, while wandering, they stumbled upon a particularly beautiful waterfall, cascading down the mountain like a curtain, shimmering with gold and silver threads and adorned with sparkling pearls. Curious about what lay behind this waterfall, the stone monkey asked the others if they had ever ventured inside. None had dared to cross it, unsure of what it might conceal. Looking at the large body of water, the monkeys discussed their limited swimming abilities, and the peril of either drowning or hitting the rocks if they tried to leap across. They were too scared to take the leap. The stone monkey asked, "What if I could successfully jump across?" The others answered, "We'll pick tasty food for you." "No, that's not enough. You all have to listen to my command," said the stone monkey. They agreed. "Okay. We've never been behind the waterfall. It could be fun. If you get there and lead us there too, we'll crown you our king." Confirming their commitment to this promise, the stone monkey prepared to make the leap, crouching down and closing his eyes. The stone monkey concentrated, then with a powerful thrust, leaped through the waterfall. Why did he crouch down and close his eyes? This is very interesting. Upon landing, he found himself standing on an iron bridge behind the waterfall. Taking a look around, he saw flowing water below the bridge and a cave entrance ahead. Inside, he discovered a large stone tablet inscribed with the words, "The blessed land of Flower and Fruit Mountain, the heavenly grotto of Water Curtain Cave." This water curtain cave that sat behind the waterfall was almost like a home of someone's. It was a cave complete with stone furniture and household items. Beds, stove, basins, benches, dishes, and stools. A home fully furnished with stone. It looked as if it's been lived in. It was a terrific place, very big. He looked around. The place was very spacious, large enough to accommodate at least 1,000 monkeys. Eager to share this discovery, the stone monkey hurried back to his companions. Bursting through the waterfall, he excitedly relayed everything he had seen. "I saw a cave with stone furniture." He relayed the grandeur and beauty of the cave. The other monkeys, driven by curiosity, followed the stone monkey through the waterfall into the cave. Once inside, they indulged their natural monkey instincts, touching and exploring everything in sight and fighting over the plates, bowls, and who would try out the stone bed first. After their initial excitement subsided, the stone monkey, seated on a large stone chair, reminded them of their promise. "What?" they asked. "Didn't you agree that if I came inside and brought you in, you would crown me king and follow my commands?" "Given the promise, aren't you going to honor it?" asked the stone monkey. The monkeys, acknowledging the deal, paid their respects, henceforth addressing him as king. They agreed to follow his commands. They renamed him the Handsome Monkey King, as Stone Monkey didn't sound dignified enough. Everyone was happy. The monkeys spent their days frolicking on the mountain, feasting on fruits, and returning to the water-curtained cave at night to rest. They lived happily and contentedly. And in the blink of an eye, 300 to 500 years passed by. These monkeys have been living happily, playing joyfully, and living their lives. However, one day, the handsome Monkey King suddenly became overwhelmed with sadness, shedding tears. The other monkeys, seeing their king cry, were at a loss, and hurriedly asked him the reason for his sorrow. "Did we do something wrong? Are you feeling unwell?" The handsome Monkey King shook his head, his brows furrowed, and said, "Although our current life is satisfactory, I am deeply concerned about the future. We enjoy a good life, but I fear our lives may not be long-lasting. I wish for us to live longer. Look around. Some of our elderly monkeys have passed away, and many young ones have died from mysterious illnesses. I worry that one day, you, my dear friends, and I will also perish. This is meaningless. This would turn our happy lives into endless sorrow. The happier we are, the more I fear losing it." Upon hearing this, the monkeys also became infected with this sentiment. Realizing that their happy days might someday end. "So, what can be done about this sorrow?" they asked. The handsome Monkey King pondered whether there existed a way to achieve immortality. At that moment, Old Monkey stood out from the crowd. He was an old monkey with long white fur and eyebrows. He said, "In this world, there are 3 beings whom the King of Hell cannot govern. And they are Buddhas, immortals, and deities. They escape reincarnation and live as long as the heavens." The handsome Monkey King inquired, "Where can we find these beings?" The old monkey explained, "They reside in our world, in ancient caves and celestial mountains. But they are hard to find, and usually avoid mingling with mortals, let alone monkeys. These beings are beyond the reach of the King of Hell, who commands the lives of humans, monkeys, and all creatures. Then if we find the right way, the King of Hell will no longer govern us, and we will not die, right?" "That's right. But it's very difficult to find the immortals, said the old monkey. Undeterred, the handsome monkey king intended to seek them out, for without them, we might die any day. Stay a little longer, the monkeys pleaded. No, I will start my quest tomorrow, and no one can stop me. The next day, the handsome monkey king set off alone, on a small wooden raft, embarking on his journey. After drifting at sea for several months, he finally reached a land known as the southern continent of Jambu. There, he began his search for immortals and Buddhas. Residing for 8 to 9 years without encountering any. Despite feeling disappointed, he kept asking around. Some locals informed him that there were no immortals in their land. But an elder suggested he try his luck across the sea in the distant western continent of Gift. It is rumored that immortals resided there. Hearing this, the handsome monkey king was eager to continue his quest. He set sail yet again. After several more months at sea, arrived at the western continent of Gift. Upon landing, he started wandering about. Being a monkey, he needed to blend in with the human population, as otherwise people would run away from him thinking him a monkey demon. So, he learned to dress and behave like a human, wearing clothes and a hat, keeping his face clean and trying to speak like them, while secretly searching for immortals. One day, while exploring a mountain, he heard someone singing. The lyrics were very elegant, profound, and full of meaning. He was convinced that the singer must be an immortal. He eagerly sought out the source of the singing, only to find that the singer was a woodcutter. In ancient times, woodcutters chopped dry wood for cooking and heating. A strong person adept at chopping wood was called a woodcutter. This woodcutter, who was a professional at his job, was mistaken by the handsome monkey king for an old immortal. He respectfully greeted the old immortal. The woodcutter, surprised at being called an old immortal, denied this. Your song's lyrics are so elegant, you're bound to be someone. Don't deny it. Please teach me, for I have come from afar, pleaded the monkey king. The woodcutter clarified that he was no immortal, just a common woodcutter. However, he mentioned that he did know an immortal. My neighbor is an immortal. He's the one who taught me this song. He lives atop the Spirit Tower, Square-inch Mountain. At the top of the mountain, there is a slanted moon, 3-star cave. He lives there. The immortal is known as Master Bodhi. The monkey king begged the woodcutter to guide him there. The woodcutter agreed and led him there. Here, let's analyze some Chinese words. The characters for Spirit Tower, Square-inch Mountain, and Slanted Moon, 3-star cave both symbolize the human heart. Shin, or heart, is written with a hooked stroke and 3 dots above. The quest for Dharma doesn't require a distant journey, but rather looking within one's heart. Seek from within, in our own hearts. It holds this kind of meaning in the name. The ancient Chinese believed that our spiritual state and emotions are primarily reflected in our heart. They thought that emotions, thoughts, and even memory could be functions of the heart. The heart was seen as an organ responsible for emotions, moods, and intelligence. When they arrived at the entrance of Slanted Moon, 3 Stars Cave, without knocking, the door magically opened with a creak. A person, who looked like a young page boy, emerged and asked who was making a ruckus. The Monkey King spoke up. I was not speaking out of turn, but seeking a teacher, an immortal. Looking for an immortal? No wonder. The page boy responded. We were all meditating, but Master suddenly said to go open the door and welcome a self-cultivator. That would be me. I've come for cultivation. All right, follow me. The page boy led the handsome Monkey King in to greet Master Bodhi. Upon seeing Master Bodhi, the Monkey King prostrated himself, expressing longing. I am from the faraway flower and fruit mountain in the country of Aulai, in the eastern continent of superior body, and had traveled for decades to find you, Master. The Monkey King pleaded to be accepted as a disciple, willing to do any work and endure any hardship for the chance to learn Dharma. Master Bodhi initially dismissed him as a liar, doubting his story of coming from Aulai in the distant eastern continent of superior body. It's so far that you must be a liar to say you'd come from there. However, the Monkey King persisted, insisting on his truthfulness and describing his homeland. The master finally believed him after hearing all his stories. I even traveled to and wasted more than a decade in another continent in search of you. That's why I've only found you now. I'm telling the truth. I haven't lied. All right then. Master Bodhi then asked about his parents, to which the Monkey King replied that he was born from a stone that split open. When asked his name, he revealed he had none, as he had no parents to name him. He asked Master Bodhi to name him. Observing that the Monkey King couldn't straighten his back and resembled a macaque, he first thought to use the Hu character from macaque as his surname. However, when you pick apart the character, what's left didn't sound good. The character Hu, composed of Gu meaning old and Yu indicating moon or yin. Old and yin together is not good. The character Sun was better. Picked apart, the characters symbolized a small child, signifying unlimited potential for growth. So, he was given the surname Sun. Thank you, Master. I have the surname Sun. When asked about his given name, Master Bodhi named him Wukong, awakening to emptiness. Why was he named this? The reason behind this name will be revealed later.
Why was Sun Wukong born from a stone?
This stone monkey leaped out from a stone. This stone gave birth to him. So, who are his parents? Heaven and earth are his parents. Overall, it's a divine event. He is different from both monkeys and humans, signifying his unique nature and destiny.
Inside the water curtain cave, there were many household items made from stone. Who brought those items into the cave?
These furnishings were not placed by anyone. They were naturally occurring. Much like teeth that naturally grow in one's mouth at a certain age. It's not placed there, but rather like teeth that grow naturally in a human. The stone chairs, tables, and furniture were naturally occurring in the cave. No one moved them there.
Does Sun Wukong's homeland, Flower and Fruit Mountain, hold any special meaning?
To begin with, the name Flower and Fruit Mountain indicates a specific geographical area. It's a mountain top, a distinct geographical location. The words flower and fruit in the name suggest a place abundant, with beautiful flora and fauna and many sweet fruits. This makes it an ideal habitat for monkeys and other animals, providing them with plenty of food sources from plants and fruits. It's akin to a utopian paradise, a secluded haven of beauty and sustenance.
The old monkey knew how to achieve immortality. Why didn't he go seek it himself?
In this world, there are know-it-alls who knows many legends and stories. But knowing and acting upon the knowledge are entirely different things. Sun Wukong, on the other hand, is shown through his actions to be someone who, once he sets his mind on something, executes quickly. Even a bit too quickly. Once he knows what needs to be done, he doesn't wait, he just does it. So, he does what he says and is determined to fulfill his mission. As for what Sun Wukong learned from Master JinBodhi, that is a story for another time.